Hello, Body, Mind, and Soul Connections Network. I am stoked that I get to interview another feature provider today, and this one is amazing. Eve Keil is with us. She is a relationship coach and a women's empowerment coach in Durham, North Carolina. And I am so excited that you're here, Eve. Thank you for being with us. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. So thank you for having me, Michelle. It's such a pleasure to be here.
And Eve is going to be one of the awesome speakers, one of the five awesome speakers on our February 8th Relationship and Healing Micro Summit, of course, because she's a relationship coach. But I'm just going to like ask you straight up, Eve, how did you become a relationship coach? Why is this work so important to you? How did you come to do what you do?
Wow. Thank you. That's an excellent question. So depends on how much time we have. Okay, it can be a very long story. I'm gonna give you a
In
brief
a nutshell.
version. So yeah, I would say the motivation for me to become relationship coach is because my own experience. So I lived through it. I came from toxic relationship in the past, and when I was in my 20s, it was very codependent, and I didn't have the courage to get out. And for my own journey is that I always believe that everything happens for a reason, and some misfortune can turn into a blessing in disguise. So for me, I was diagnosed with cancer when I was 26. So that was my wake-up call. I realized that this is not the life I want to live. If I ever survive this, I want to live differently. I want to live a life which truly makes me feel alive. So when I just let's go back a little bit. So I grew up in China, and that was a culture made me feel like I was not seen and valued and recognized. And then I carried that kind of wound into my adulthood. I feel like, and also I witnessed how my mom served the family. I I thought love meant giving, serving, sacrificing. So I carried that kind of pattern into my adulthood. And then I got myself into this codependent relationship. I was not happy, I was not fulfilled, but I kept thinking if I just keep giving, then I might get the love back, right? Until I was diagnosed with cancer and my fantasy was gone because I thought, at back of my head, I was keep thinking, okay, if I was in a critical situation, maybe things would change. Maybe he would step up, but he did not, right? And it was my parents who was there taking care of me day and night.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that was really that was reality check, right? So now we know. And then after I recovered, I had a surgery, I had a chemo. After recovered, I was like, this is it. I cannot do this anymore. So I got out of relationship. Um, and I thought I knew everything. I was like, okay, now I just need to find someone who's completely different. That'll be good, right? So I didn't give myself a chance or time to heal, to build myself. So I jumped right back in another relationship, and then the pattern repeated, right? Same pattern, same kind of guys with different face. And that hit me really hard because that time I thought I knew. With my ex, I always knew something was off, but I didn't know how to get out. But with this guy, I thought he was the one. I thought I knew better. But then, and it turned out same thing, even worse. Um, and then after that, I was like, okay, I need to take time. I need to heal because I realized that if I don't change, nothing else will change, right? So, so I hit the pause button. I give myself time to heal and to do my inner work. And then I realized that, so that's how I met my husband. So we're going to talk about attachment styles on Sunday, right? So, and then later on, I realized that I had anxious attachment and he actually had a secure attachment. So when we just met, he was not my type. Because anxious and avoidant, they're a magnet, right? So it's like, like you are just right here. I'm supposed to chase you while you are here, like
Right, this
it's very
consistency is boring. What is
yeah, it's
going on here?
boring. Yeah, exactly. Um, so and then I realized, oh, actually he has a secure type, attachment style. Then he turned out to be my dream guy. So we're happily married with three kids. And then after that, so I moved to America 13 years ago, and my oldest son turned out to have autism. And because of that, I didn't go back to corporate to work right away. And I was thinking I need to be there for him, help to recover. Like I'm really like I'm a fixer, right? Like I wanted to fix things, especially when it comes to my kids. I'm gonna heal you. So I was really, really focused on that. But those things really just out of your control. Sometimes you just feel like you did everything right, but and I mean he's doing well overall, but not completely healed. I did my part. So anyway, and then I realized my husband, you have to do something for yourself. You're really lost in this like rabbit hole. Every night I'm like 2 a.m. still searching, what can I do? What can I do to help my kid? And finally I was like, you know what? I need to go back to school and I want to have another. I always love to learn. I have a master's in communications back in China, so I got another master's in health and wellness coaching because the health and wellness related to, my child, right? So and after this coaching, I need to find my niche, like who do I want to serve, who am I do, like the people I want to support. And it just at first I didn't know because I wanted to get my coaching credential and coaching hours. Then I just coached everyone, but it turns out most of them I only had one male client. Everybody else they were just happened to be female. And I realized I really enjoy working with them. And they came back. They always next session they all come back to me. They were like, "Gosh, I feel so much more empowered after I talked to you last time." They always use the same word.
How does that make you feel when you make a change in someone's life?
Oh,
Uh,
I feel so fulfilled. I feel like this is my calling. This is my calling because my clients describing, they were like, I feel like I can see that you have an invisible cape on you. Like just my passion, I want to help them when they share their journey, their stories. They can feel like I'm so emotionally like invested. I wanted to jump there if they're saying they're like they're suffering the situation. They just feel like I want to jump over to help them, and
well,
then
okay, well, I want to even know even more about that. So think of the one of the favorite clients that you ever worked, or maybe think about the client, like the most common kind of client that you love to help.
Mhm.
What is the problem? What is the specific problem that they come to you with, and what kind of concrete advice do you give them? Just maybe even that'll help this group as well.
So the the clients I help the most, they're high achieving women
Okay.
who really got everything together, everything figured out at workplace, right? And they look confident. And but then when they come back to their personal life, they feel insecure and they stay small. They settle, right? Because it's almost like the achievement they have is escape from their
Mm.
personal life, the self-worth from personal life. They're like, I want to achieve more. I want to get another degree. I want to have a bigger promotion to prove that I'm worthy, right? Because that is tangible. They can do within their control. But they come to their personal life with another partner, they don't know what to do. Like, I bet, I just have to serve you more. Maybe make better dishes. Maybe lose more weight. They keep wanting to improve themselves, but still feel like just doesn't matter what I do, it's never enough. And like there's no measurement for them to measure their worth, so they just keep settling.
And when you're done with them, how did they feel?
They feel whole. They feel they don't settle anymore. Like they set boundaries. They become much more confident. So this is what I tell my clients, right? Like I feel like I'm extremely like myself, I'm extremely empowered or motivated to help them to believe in themselves. I really think that is the foundation. Because here's the thing. If you imagine, right? I'm just this metaphor. Like if if you have been told by everyone, by the society, that let's say you are a unicorn, actually you are a unicorn, but you have been told your whole life you are just a horse. And you would think, I belong to the barn. Like what I need to do just like drink water, eat grass, that's it. That's my life, right? But if you believe that you are actually a unicorn, you truly believe you're a unicorn, and then you start to see yourself differently, like, oh, I have horn, I have
Magic
wings.
again. Yeah.
Actually, I can fly, right? So you won't settle in the barn anymore because you know
Right.
who you are,
Yeah.
right?
That's
So like my
amazing.
job,
That relationship to self and self-love and how
yeah,
you see yourself. it's so counterintuitive that, I just what you were saying before about, trying to show up in relationships and do too much and make up for things. And then maybe you being anxious. And I know I've had, you turn, in and out of anxious and secure and,
Mhm.
having an avoidant, discard you. And then you're like, what? And then that forces you to really look in the mirror, and it's so counterintuitive that the love that you're pouring out on everybody else, you need to turn into yourself to have the security in relationship. It's just so crazy. So I'm like stoked that you're here to talk all about that, and that you have so much experience in helping people individually navigate that. I'm really hoping people will take advantage of especially the VIP room, with you to come in, ask you and the four other speakers the questions directly about what's the magic sauce here? How do I, become a unicorn rather than a horse, again. And yeah, no, we're just so stoked. But I wonder. We always ask this question.
Mhm.
If you, as somebody who has, like you've done the work to get your certification, learn how to, serve your clients and be online and become a wellness entrepreneur. As a wellness entrepreneur business person, what advice would you give to a new wellness entrepreneur?
Oh, that's a good question. To a new entrepreneur in like
Yeah, like to somebody
or
who's just deciding that they have come through their transformation, and now that this is a gift that they want to serve others with, like you decided to. What was sort of like a pivotal thing an aha moment in becoming a business, in becoming a wellness provider that was really important for you? Was it getting tools? Was it a mindset issue? Was it a tip or trick that you learned along the way that kind of put the light bulb on? What
I would say just finding the niche probably was the hardest part,
Mhm.
right? Because like when you learn, well, after you learn so many things, you would think, gosh, you want to help everyone, right? You feel like you have so many tools and you have so much passion, you want to help everyone. Then you have to really realize that, like this is like a learning curve, right? While you serve more people and you realize what, um, like what is the pain point that you
Yes.
wanted to help to solve, right? And
Yes.
I would say you have to really look inward and see the journey that you have walked on. For example, for me, I specifically thought have women who already came out of toxic relationships. Like they're
Right.
out. They're
Right.
like what
They're
do I
in
do
the
now?
process of healing because they're out, not in the midst
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
struggle.
So I cannot help the people who are in the relationship, right? They're like, "Well, I want to get out." Why? Because number one, I think I might be too emotionally invested in that situation. I'll be really wrapped up in this, and then the relationship is like then there's so much you can do because another person involved, not only your client, your
Yeah, yeah. You
partner
don't
is
want to
involved.
create a dynamic or
Yeah,
anything.
so so much dynamic. And I think the most important thing is that I didn't have that kind of experience to help them because if I didn't get cancer, to be honest with you, I probably st would have still be stuck in that relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, it's like the cancer saved me,
Yeah.
really gave me tremendous courage to get out. But I cannot ask everyone else to have the
Right.
same
Well, and
right? So
it is a process. So like and focusing in as a business person on the thing that you're really good at to provide that critical transformation at the right time can change somebody's life. So it's, they manage to get themselves out. I know when I got out, I wish that I'd had somebody like you to kind of go to. So we're really, really appreciative of you coming on the Sunday, February 8th to the Relationship and Healing Micro Summit to share your expertise on helping people who are out heal.
yes.
What are you looking forward to about the Micro Summit?
Oh gosh. So, just this kind of space, I feel like this is like my space, right? Talk about healing and relationships, and especially as a panel, I feel like this is not about me, my own idea. I want to learn from other experts there, right? Just exchange ideas, learn from each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be a great conversation. I'm stoked. We've
Yeah, me
got all
too.
sorts of great people. Yeah, and you guys, if you want to connect with Eve, we'll drop her links in the comments below. But you really, it's going to be worth your while to take a look at. You can come free into the Facebook group and watch the 2 hour free live. It really is worth your while to look at the VIP ticket. It's $37, but I mean, if you had to pay Eve and each of the other four speakers, you would be paying way more than $37 for an hour of their time individually, and you get to ask your personal questions. Plus, I think our treasure trove is up to like $6,500 worth of stuff now, and these are gifts by
Wow.
our speakers like Eve. Eve, can you tell us a little bit about your gift that you're giving to the VIPs?
Yes. So it's a free
Oh,
event.
my sound cut out. Would you mind just saying that again,
Oh,
just in case it's not just my sound? No?
no.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
What about now?
Yeah, there, go for it.
Okay. Okay, so so I have a free guide for women to heal. Yes, for women to heal after broken relationships. So it has 9 essential elements for them to achieving empowered love life. Because when
Wow.
they get out of relationship, they might feel broken. They might feel hopeless, right? So I want to give them the tools, help them to realize, actually, this is the beginning. This is now the ending. Yeah.
Man, I needed that book a year ago, but now I'm glad that glad that we're gonna get it started with for others today. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you
Oh,
for
thank you
being
so
who
much for
you
having me.
are and sharing your gifts. And we're looking forward to seeing all you guys on the February 8th Relationship and Healing Micro Summit. So thanks so
Yeah,
much,
me
Eve.
too. Thank you. See you on Sunday. Bye.